Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Atlantis. So last time we were fiddling about trying to get power working. So all these steam engines now are fully running. They are running on a mixed belt of coal and solid fuel, but they are all running. We bring in coal from a train. That's now turned off. Oh, it's back on again. And then solid fuel is being made here, but we're just not pushing enough oil products into it. That will, fingers crossed, fix itself if we ever discover oil. But as yet, we have been running the entire site off 2 oil pumps. There's a bit of uranium there. Let's mark that because uranium is probably where we're going to go next with fuel. There's nothing down here. No. Iron. I'm just really looking out for any sign that we have oil. Okay, nothing here. 1 oil here. So maybe this is a good place to start looking, because that might just be the edge of a big patch. I don't know. Okay, and again. There's an island here, but yeah. Anyway, so there we are. Military. All right. So far in our starter base, let's have a quick look. This is our starter base, and we set it up to do red and green science, and then blue, and then stopped. Okay, because from then on, our focus was in building the grid plan. But we need to do military science because if you look here, there aren't many bugs, but where they are really dense. And they are medium worms, which I cannot kill. So we need to tech up. This is the parts list for science. So each science potion machine takes 10 seconds to craft, but produces 2 packs. Now, these machines don't run at a speed of 1, they run at a speed of 3/4. So rather than this being 180 potions, it is 90. Okay, that's fine. So, for the sake of the ratios though, this is 10 seconds to craft 2. So that is every 5, but doubled up, so 10. These take 8 seconds to make, so we need 8 of those. These take half a second, so we only need 1 machine. These take 3 seconds. So it turns out we need 3 of those. And just to prove the point, max rate, everything's zeroed. All right, so far so good. The potions only take these 3 ingredients. Grenades take coal and iron plate. These also take iron plate, so we need iron smelters. Okay. So that is 11 iron smelters. And you can see we are just over on iron smelters, so over by 0.2, by 1/5 of 1 smelter. So that's enough iron to run the grenades and that. Right, so if we, just as a mnemonic, imagine there was an iron belt, and this could be a mixed iron and coal belt. So this can feed off that belt. All right. Then wall needs brick. Every half second it needs 5 bricks. That means 10 bricks per second. Okay, this is 12 furnaces. I think that is the right number to feed the wall. Then this requires steel and copper. Okay, so there you are. So that's the right number of smelters for the copper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 smelters per one of those, which kind of means we could direct feed if we wanted to do something a bit crazy. Quite like that idea. And then the brick. Let's see if we can grab brick and the wool. Right, where are we? Yeah, so that's exactly the right number of furnaces for the brick. Clearly the brick is going to have to go onto its own belt. There's no way you can direct insert 12 machines. I think that is 1 full belt of stone to produce half a belt of brick, but I'll do the maths in a minute. Right, then we need some steel for the rounds. Okay, and this all balances out. For each steel machine, you need an iron machine. And again, so this is 6 steel furnaces for 3 of these. So if we imagine this was there, then it has 2 steel furnaces, 2 copper furnaces feeding in, and then an extra line to feed in the yellow rounds. Okay. Do I want to do it that way? I think what we could have is a mixed copper and steel belt. So the idea would be, if that's our steel build, and that's our copper build. Okay, so then we put this on a shared belt. Then these 3 machines come straight afterwards. Yeah, I think that would work. So then we would need this. So let's make that 6, 1. So then this could, if we move this back there, then we could have a central belt of stone, and then we could put out brick. Let's just double check that this is what I think it is. I think it is 1 belt of stone in and half a belt of brick out, but let's... Yeah, 1 transport belt of stone in, half a transport belt of brick out. So that's fine. So... and then that would put out there, take from there. That's our unit. So that would produce the stone. Looking at this, this all fits within a single cell, which is encouraging. So this is the steel, so there would be this sort of setup. Okay, and then this is an iron ore, this is copper ore. Then we need this many additionals. 2, 4, 5 longer. Okay, so we could do... that. And just make it a little bit longer. Okay, so then we would be bringing out iron here. Which could be iron plus coal. We'd be bringing out a mixed lane of copper and if this had an output of iron, then that could be the yellow. We'd be bringing in here into the ammo. Okay, we can work this out, I think we can do this. So then the question really becomes about train stops. So there are 4 train stops on a cell. We need to bring in iron. We need to bring in copper. We need to bring in coal. And we need to bring in stone. We need to send out science packs. Okay, the way these are all arranged, all of the smelting is in the same area. Let's double check. Okay. This is the brick. Okay, so the brick can be somewhere else. So if 3 of them were around the bottom, so let's take this off. Take that away. All right. Do we have anything weird going on? All right. Let's go to the map. We are going to grab this train station. This seems to be our sacrificial train station that keeps getting picked on. Okay. So we are going to slap it down here, double check if it's done something stupid with station names. Just take those out. All right. Okay, so this has a silly name. So I want to rename this immediately. Item equals. Whoops. Military science pack. That's it. So that's the military science pack. There. So then we want to take this. We'll want a copy of this here. Okay. Roboport is in the way. This was the Roboport to guarantee I had coverage. Let's just take it out. Okay. All right. Control V. So that is odd. I've never done a station down on this side. Okay, looks like the station has to be up there for us to reuse the same design. That can go there. Right, and what's the problem with it being there? Is that all good? Okay, this needs to rename Right, that's copper ore for military. So we're going to have to redesign the stations to sit on this side. Or maybe not. So, can we fit one here? We have some sort of weird double signaling going on. Alright, so I think this is largely correct already, so let's go there. Okay. Grab that segment there. Okay, and I want this to be... What do I want this to be? I want this to be... Item equals coal. Okay, so then the 3 items we need to pass through together into the build are on these 3 sides. We bring the belts up and then down. All right, so let's grab this visual reminder and put it down here. It's a bad place because it's all gummed up with cables. Let's put it there. All right, then this is our smelting arrangement. That's our stone, but this is the copper and iron and coal. Grab... the iron isn't completed, is it? It needs to be bigger. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional smelters in the iron. So let's just double check. We have 6 there. We need 11. So I need another 5 iron smelters. Let's grab that. Okay. And to get in here, I would like to leave at least 4. I don't have to have everything central, I guess. It could be down somewhere like this, couldn't it? Then the belts would go past the central. Okay, let's take out that, take out that. So I need to fit in another 5 iron smelters. 1, 2, 3. Try again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 for good luck. 1 for good luck. So that's an additional 4, and that's the 5th. Okay. So this is iron. Okay, so we can merge these in fairly straightforwardly. There. No, wrong place. There. I think I'm going to pick this up, move it over 1. Okay, there we are. Okay, so that's iron rooted. This is the output for iron. Right, what else do we need? So this is mixed copper and steel. This is the steel build. Let's pick that up. This is the copper build. Good. What are we missing? So I need to get the coal through and add it onto this belt. I'm loading this belt from both sides. Right, so this needs to carry on down. And then these, instead of being... These are going to output there. Then we'll need to pull in ore. Okay, is that the best way? I think that's exactly the wrong way. Okay, and let's put out there. I'm going to rearrange inserters, I think. Okay. These don't really matter because I already have the belt being forced to be live to there, so I don't shorten a belt in any way. This feeds across to here. Actually, I think for symmetry, what I'd like to do is pick all those up. I'm going to put those down there, leave these in the middle, pick these up, put them down there. So there's a nice staggered effect. These can come up, move them there. And then for complete symmetry, those can go there. Okay, this is our copper, which for the sake of the symmetry of the design should be over here. So, that's that. There we go. So that's the copper wired in. Then we need to get the coal through. The fly in the ointment is that we are loading onto both sides of this belt. So I think the most sensible thing to do is to bring the coal in by the side, one side or the other, I think this side, and we will just bring the coal down here. All right, so there's not quite enough room to do this neatly. Let's do this side first because it's the obvious one. I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with the flashing lights. So we could... I suppose I can underground. I think I'm going to go there. There we are. All right, so if I then jump that, then that is our coal belt. Coal and iron merge. The iron ore dead ends, copper ore dead ends, copper and steel. Then these belts, we will continue down to here. We then need to make grenades. Ooh, okay. I've got an idea, which we will look at next time because we are out of time. So thanks for watching, and we will finish off this build next time. Until then, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.